Welcome to Primal Armor, a podcast centered on helping each and every listener strive for a healthier tomorrow. I'm your host, Jeff Kimple, and I'll be covering every aspect within the field of health, helping you build that strong foundation for improving your physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and more. It's time to take your personal wellness into your own hands, and Primal Armor is going to help you reach those goals. I just want to thank you for taking the time today to tune in and listen to today's topic. Enjoy. Before we get started into the episode, I just want to take a few seconds to thank today's sponsor, Anchor Podcasts. They allow me to create and edit these podcasts for you guys. They're also the ones who distribute this podcast to other platforms such as Spotify and the Apple Podcast app on your phone, so you guys can listen to it anywhere at any time. It's everything needed all in one app. I encourage you all to get started today. Go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and follow the podcast. Welcome back, everybody. This week is episode 26, and it marks a very special date. Today is exactly 6 months since I first started the podcast and dropped the first episode. So much has happened since the start of this year, both in the world today and in the sense of Primal Armor. I would have never thought 6 months ago that all this stuff would be going on in the world right now. It's literally like the Purge meets the Civil War and also meets the Black Plague. It's kind of crazy, huh? But in the midst of all the chaos, Primal Armor has continued to strive. In the 6 months since we posted that first episode, we've reached thousands upon thousands of people all over the world. We're on every single continent besides Africa and Antarctica. And we've reached people in these countries: the United States, Germany, United Kingdom, Ireland, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Chile, China, Ukraine, Russia, and the Republic of Moldova. That's a crazy span to reach in just 6 months, and I never would have thought that I'd reach that far ever, let alone that quickly. But that just gives me even stronger ambitions for the future. I'm hoping to finally reach people over in Africa and just going forward and reach more and more countries all over the world. And in terms of spreading the podcast, we're on almost every single podcasting search engine platform there is. We're on the big ones such as Spotify, iTunes, the Apple Podcast app on your iPhone, and even iHeartRadio. But there are plenty of other smaller podcasting specific platforms we're on too. Google Podcast, Spreaker, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Castbox, Deezer, Stitcher, and plenty more. There really isn't a place anymore where you can't find us. And that just gives me that much more opportunity to help spread the word of faith and fitness across the entire world. And with that being said, the thing I'm most proud of that happened in the last 6 months is the fundraiser that I started called Battle with Burpees. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, Huntington's disease runs in my family and has affected 2 of my sisters. From this podcast, I donate every single thing that I make and I earn towards research to find a cure. I hosted an event where I put my body to the test and performed as many burpees as I could in an entire hour to raise awareness and raise money towards finding a cure. When I started it, I was hoping to make a couple $100 at the most and just add that to the cause. But by the time it was all said and done, my GoFundMe page was shared hundreds of times and reached thousands of people. Just the fact that I could raise awareness at that level meant a lot to me. But after the fundraiser was completed, it ended up earning over $3,500. I was blown away at the success that I had from this fundraiser. I even had people joining in with me from thousands of miles away, all across the country. The success of this fundraiser is just the highlight of 2020 so far. I couldn't be happier with everything that I've done with Primal Armor so far. That just makes me even more excited to see what the rest of 2020 holds, as well as the future going forward from there. For just each and every one of you that listens to this and tunes into all the episodes, follows us on social media, and just supports us along in this journey, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't be more thankful for each and every one of you. You are what makes this possible. From here, I'll be looking into designing and creating our own original website that you'll be able to listen to the podcast on, read an updated blog, buy merchandise, donate towards Huntington's disease, leave questions, comments, and concerns, and plenty more. So be on the lookout for that in the coming months. And again, I just want to thank each and every one of you for all the support you've given me over the last 6 months. I hope to keep growing as a podcaster to be able to bring you guys better and more meaningful content going forward. So keep your eyes out for more updates in the near future. We've got some big plans in mind.